Hello and welcome to STEM with Mr. N, where I perform different demonstrations and explain the science behind what we're seeing. This week is a birthday episode, and I'm going to show you 4 ways to make Pepper's ghost. Let's check it out. Now, sometimes for a birthday party, you might hire a magician or an illusionist, and that is why I'm looking at an illusion in this video. Now, have you ever been out at an attraction such as a theme park or a museum and thought you saw a floating ghost or maybe even a hologram? Possibly what you have been seeing is what's called Pepper's ghost. This is a trick which has been around for over 150 years and used to amaze Victorian audiences. It is created by reflecting an image off of a clear sheet of glass or plastic. Because the glass or plastic are transparent, that means that you can see through them. But because they are reflecting light from an image, you can also see the image as well as what is behind the glass or plastic. Your brain then combines these two things, and that makes the illusion seem like something is floating right there in front of you. If you reached out to try and touch it, your hand would just touch the glass or the plastic. There is actually nothing there. Although this is sometimes called a hologram, it's not really a hologram because real holograms use lasers to show that something is there. Pepper's ghost is a much older trick, and it still gets used on stages, in museums, and in theme parks to create these amazing illusions. One of the best things about Pepper's ghost is you do not need any expensive materials to be able to demonstrate this, and that is why I'm going to show you 4 different ways of making Pepper's ghost. The first one I'm going to show you is the most complicated one of the 4. For this, I have a sheet of acrylic, and I also got a template of trapezoids from the internet. I'm going to put the sheet of trapezoids underneath the sheet of acrylic and trace out the outline of these trapezoids. Then I'm going to use a Stanley knife to cut these trapezoids out. It's important when you're doing this that you make sure you're working at a 45-degree angle because that is what you need to demonstrate Pepper's ghost. Once I've cut all 4 of these out, I'm going to use some clear tape to stick them together at the corners, making sure I have them lined up neatly and have that angle. It's a bit fiddly when you're doing it on your own, so if you have an extra pair of hands to help you, that would be really useful. Then I'm going to turn the lights off, start the video, and sit the trapezoid on top of my phone and watch what happens. The light from my phone screen is being reflected up into the trapezoid. Now, this one didn't work out as well as I hoped it would. What I need to do is make my shape much longer because the reflection is appearing right near the top of that. And I'm only able to capture it with a low down camera pointing up at an angle. So if I was doing this again or you're doing it at home, make sure you have nice long shapes. The next method I'm going to show you is incredibly simple. For this, I'm using an old CD case. I'm going to slide my phone into this box and I have the video already loaded up in landscape ready to go. I'm going to open the CD case and slide one half of this underneath the box. The other half I'm going to angle against the edge of the box. Again, I'm going to push play on my phone, go and turn the lights off and watch what happens. You'll see that one was much more effective. You can see the image from my phone clearly being reflected into that CD case. Because I have my phone in that box, I'm trying to hide that screen, and I could close the box off at one end to make it even less obvious, but I'm getting a really good effect on this Pepper's ghost. You have those animal images appearing on that CD case nice and clearly, making it look like they're floating in the air. The third method uses a very popular children's toy, which is magnetic tiles. I'm going to use a series of squares for the base, then I'm going to have another square in the middle at the back, then I'm going to use 2 triangles to create angled sides on top of the middle square of the base. Then using the lightest colour of magnetile I have, which is yellow, I'm going to place this at that angle in between the triangles. I'm also going to place 2 squares on either side of the triangles, and this is so I've got something to balance my phone on. Again, I've got that video already loaded up on my phone. So again, I'm going to go and turn the lights off, push play, place my phone on top of the magnetiles with the screen pointing down at that angled yellow tile and watch what happens. You'll see again, I'm getting a very clear Pepper's Ghost on this. The magnetile is wonderfully reflecting the light from my phone screen, making it look like those animals are floating there in between those magnetiles and that structure I've created, whereas the image is actually coming from my phone screen, sitting on the top and reflecting down. By now, I'm sure you're seeing how this can be used as an illusion in theme parks, museums, and in stage shows. And I'm going to show you one final way, which just happens to use a sheet of glass I decided not to throw out just in case I needed it for science. I'm sure you probably won't have lots of sheets of glass lying around your house, but if you do have a sheet of glass, you could use it to make Pepper's Ghost. I'm going to lie my laptop down on the chair with the screen flat on the chair part that you would sit on and the keyboard sticking straight up in the air. I'm then going to prop the big sheet of glass behind this. And to get the right angle to stop the glass from sliding, I've also had to use my wooden sign to hold it in place. Once I've got the angle in place, I'm going to go and turn the lights off, hit play on the video, and watch what happens. Again, you'll see I have this very clear image being reflected onto the glass. And because my laptop screen is completely hidden, you can't see where the image is coming from. All you can see is these floating animals above the table, creating that ghost or hologram type appearance. If I come and crouch down next to it and pass my hand behind it, you should be able to see my hand through the hologram. This is part of what makes Pepper's Ghost so effective, as I said at the start. Because you can see the background through the glass and through the image being projected, that creates that idea of a ghost or hologram, when really it is just an image being reflected onto plastic or glass. Pepper's Ghost is really easy to do at home, so have a go at it and amaze your friends, and it might even give you some cool ideas for things to do this coming Halloween. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay up to date on all future content. As always, I would like to take this opportunity to answer any science questions you have about any science topics at all. So feel free to email me at stemwithmrn@outlook.com and I'll get back to you with answers to your questions. You can subscribe to the channel by pushing the button here, and I've added links here to the other STEM demo and explanation videos I do, here to my STEM career interviews, and here to my series on science fiction to science fact. This has been STEM with Mr. N, exploring Pepper's Ghost.